wanna play, I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Good Sunday morning, Celebration Center. My name is Jay, and today I will be your host with the most because you're all here in front of me. So before we dive into the wonderful service we have planned today, please join me in thanking our talented tech crew, Ivor and Aiden. I will be stepping up as platform practitioner today. Our guest musician will be Nina Gibson, and Eugene Holden will be today's guest speaker. So I was not lying when I said we have a wonderful service lined up for today. So, hot off the press, we have some new and exciting things on our horizon. For our weekly events, we have our Power of 8 Healing Circle from 7 to 8 with Jen and Reverend Faith. And daily, we have the Chain Reaction for Peace meditation at 2 p.m. with Arena. And this month, Jen Fay will be starting a new book club, so please be sure to get added to our virtual mailing list to keep up to date with all of the fun and exciting events that we have, as well as the date and times for that new book club. And today we have our healing circle after this morning's gathering, which will be offered in person and on Zoom. And we do have a scheduling change this month that I'd like for everyone to take note of. Our Let's Talk About God discussion group has been pushed up 1 week to April 13th at 12:15 in person and on Zoom because on Easter Sunday, which is the 20th of April, we are going to have an Easter feast. So if you're able to, bring a dish and your smiling face and get ready to celebrate a beautiful holiday together with this vibrant community. And other than that, for business as usual, our monthly board meeting will be happening on April 27th at 12:15, which is held in person and on Zoom. So come to that if you want to. And with that, I would like to welcome Nina for our opening song.
It's really, really great to be here. I want to thank Lynn for inviting me and for all of you for being here today. We're going to start out with a song, it's called Home by Philip Phillips. You might remember him from American Idol. And the refrain has a lot of O's and ahs that you can join in with. I'd like to just welcome my husband Tim on percussion. Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. Although this wave is stringing us along, no, you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it will all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home. Here's your part. Oh, 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 settle down, it will all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. It's gonna make this place your home. Oh, 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 oh.
Awesome, beautiful song. Thank you so much. All right. So now we are entering the sacred part of our service where we open our hearts and minds together with a prayer. So please, why don't we say the vision statement together? Awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Feel that right in the heart. And so I saw a quote the other day online that said something about something being in and of itself. And it had me thinking, along with this week's theme, that when something is so grandiose that it stands in and of itself, it is often placed in its own category of existence. And I started thinking that we should start taking that idea or that energy into our own daily rituals to be in and of ourselves. Meaning that we start to lean into the virtues that represent the highest good of our human expression. Personally, for me, I see this as showing up for myself and others in a way that is kind, respectful, loving, and patient. And even when lower vibrational feelings seem to make their way into my energetic field, I choose to see the life-affirming lessons and opportunities that allow me to evolve myself into the best person that I can be. And I truthfully believe that something special happens on the metaphysical planes of our existence when we make the conscious choice to radiate positivity and happiness. We turn into a magnet for the blessings of our lives and become limitlessly unstoppable. On the same hand, though, I don't see the purpose of my life to be perfect. And I don't see it to act like it's perfect and deny any hardship, because to be quite frank, life is life and it happens. And it happens in unexpected ways. But the context of this happening is solely up to me. And so I choose to see God in everything and everyone around me. And oftentimes it leads me to find joy and happiness every single day, no matter what is happening around me. So let's pray about it. Let's get comfortable and relax together. And feel free to soften your gaze or close your eyes. Do whatever it takes to make you get comfortable. It doesn't matter, because this moment is about you. Let's take a deep breath in and hold it, and then release it lovingly. Once more, take a breath in, hold, and release. And as you find yourself relaxing into this moment, sink into it like you're laying on a bed made of down, made of feathers. It supports you, yet it feels soft and gentle. And as I am one with this moment, I am one with God. I am one with the spirit of life that always says yes. My body is made up of the highest frequencies available because God is all that there is, and it is around me, it is in me, and it works through me. And because I know that God is all that there is, I know that myself, I am a divine creator, and I can create my life how I desire. And I do it in a way that fills me with love and with joy and with passion and with happiness so abundantly that I can effortlessly share it with others around me. And as I recognize this innate unification with the divine, I recognize that I have everything that I need within me. I have everything that I need within my heart, within my body, within my soul, within my mind, within my spirit, because I am perfect, whole, and complete, just the way that I am. There is no room for lack or separation when God is all that there is, and it fills up my life with so much love, I feel like a warm cup of tea brimming to the top. And I am so grateful for this awareness. I am so grateful for this community that loves unconditionally and offers a platform for us to individually elevate our consciousness, because I know it matters. I know that when I elevate my consciousness individually, it makes a difference in this world. All it takes is one, and I choose to see love. I choose to see peace. I choose to see God in everything, everyone, and everything that I do. And I release these words back into the source in which they came from. So grateful, knowing that everyone, no matter who they are, deserves happiness, deserves peace, and can move mountains and face these hurdles and move their obstacles with ease and with grace, so that they are able to live their dream life and they are able to be filled with love and happiness. And I let it be. And I let it do its thing, and I let it unfold as I watch so gratefully and with love. And so it is.
Very powerful prayer and so much wisdom. Thank you. Thank you for your personal language and your heart. It just opens me. I'm so inspired. And it's great to be here today. This next song kind of goes right along with that, to really feeling and welcoming love into your heart. And this is called Arise, My Love. It's written by Stephen Andrew Walliger, who is a Celtic, like a kind of a, I don't know, a priest. And he's, this is Celtic kirtan. So I actually passed out, there should be, some of you should have a sheet of paper with words on it, because there is a chant that you can join in with me on if you'd like. But the idea is really, in this song, is when you see spring, or in summer, when winter actually really is over and those first buds appear, it's like welcoming a friend that you know. Even though you know it's coming back, it actually came back. And just the energy that comes with spring is palatable. So that is such an expression of the divine. So enjoy this and join along if you'd like. And I just gave you the words to the chorus, so. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Rise and come with me. I'm going to switch that. I actually realized I'm going to switch to this key, like the lower sound. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Rise and come with me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Rise and come with me. Join if you can. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Rise and come with me. For now the winter is past, and the wait is over and gone. Flowers appear in the meadow. I behold the one whom I love. I behold the one whom I love. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Rise and come to me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. rise and come with me. More lovely than the moon, more radiant than the sun, fairer than the rose, is the love of the one whom I love, is the one of the love whom I love. Oh, rise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Arise and come with me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Arise and come with me. A time of singing has come, and a time of dancing has come, and a time of loving has come to us all. I will go to the one whom I love. I will go to the one whom I love. I will go to the one whom I love. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Arise and come with me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Arise and come with me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Arise and come with me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Rise and come with me. Arise, my love, my dove, my beautiful one. Arise and come with me.
That was a beautiful song, and I really appreciate the little, I'm not sure what it's called, but the little twinkle. Yeah, the chimes. That added a beautiful texture to the song. I love that. That was awesome. Thank you. All right, and at this time, it is my honor to introduce Eugene Holden. Eugene has been a devoted student of the science of mind and spirit for over 30 years and has served as a licensed religious science practitioner for the past 15. He spent a decade supporting the global community through the World Ministry of Prayer at the Centers for Spiritual Living Home Office, and also served as a dedicated liaison to the Diversity Commission, where he brought his gifts as a trainer and facilitator. And you may also know Eugene as a beloved contributor to the Science of Mind magazine, where his words have uplifted readers for more than 13 years. And guided by vision and fueled by prayer, Eugene is deeply committed to helping others remember their divine nature, that each of us is a being of light. And he believes that together we can reveal the kingdom of heaven right here on earth, a heaven he beautifully describes as ever-expanding good. So please join me in warmly welcoming Eugene Holden.
Good morning, Celebration. How are you? Woo-wee! Isn't this great, grand, and glorious? I need to update that bio. This is my 20th year as a licensed practitioner, which means that I've been writing for the magazine for 18 years, continuously. I love that. So, let's just jump right into this as I set my timer. Oh, darn. Let's do that again. Okay, hang on. Look at the clock. We're good. Okay, so Wallace D. Wattles, in his beautiful book written back in 1910 called The Science of Getting Rich, has these principles, and it starts out by saying that there is a divine substance that all things are created from. And in its very nature, it permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought put into that substance is created by that substance, and it comes back to that who is thought the thought, right? Dr. Holmes puts it this way. There is a power in the universe for good greater than we are, and we can use it. And we're talking about the same thing, right? Yeshua Messiah put it this way: pray believing that you have so that you may receive. So what are we talking about here, folks? We are talking about stepping into a knowing that we get to fertilize our future, which is the theme of this month. We get to fertilize our future in this present moment called now. We get to do it in this moment because when we really think about it, there is no future, there is no past, there is only right here and right now. Have you ever thought about this, that when you're thinking about the past or the future, that you're doing that in the moment? You can't think about the past while you're in the past. You can't think about the future while you're in the future. You can only do this in this present moment because truly that's all that there is, right? So what we get to do now is start to get clear on what we and how we are doing, what we are doing and how we are doing it. So this week's theme is, it says enriching our, come on Eugene, enriching our soil of possibilities, enriching our soil of possibilities. I like to say nurturing our soil of possibilities, nurturing our soil. But I want to talk about the soil just for a little bit. So what is the soil, right? So let's take it in terms of the earth, right? So we drop a seed into the soil. The soil goes to work doing what it does, and that seed, and when we nurture it by watering it, making sure it gets enough sun and water and all that good stuff, and also pulling out the weeds. And as we nurture the soil, and we don't know how this is done, but the soil goes to work to allow that seed to grow, So when we speak about the soil of our lives, we are talking about the law of our lives. In the science of mind, in spirit teachings, there's a teaching symbol, which is a circle, and then there's a V, and there's a top section, a middle section, and a lower section. So it's seed, soil, plant, right? So it's that seed, which is the first cause, the infinite mind. It's that conscious thought that thinks into that third section, which is called the subjective mind or the subconscious mind, but it's also known as the law. And then that third section is we have the effects, the reality. We get the experience. So it's seed, soil, plant. But let's stay with that soil part, right? Because this is where the juice is. This is where we get to plant our seed. And the soil, what I love about the soil, it doesn't care what it takes in. It doesn't care what the seed is. It doesn't even question it. You plant the seed, it goes, okay, here you go. So if I plant a rose seed, the soil's not going to change it into a potato plant. If I plant a lemon seed, it's not going to grow apples. The soil is going to give back what we plant into it. Now, when we talk about planting our seed thought into the soil, it's going to give us what we plant into it. Ooh, now, what we get to do is be aware of what seed or thoughts we're planting into the soil, or the law. Because, and you've heard this saying before, be careful of what you ask for. Why? Because we're going to get back eventually what we've asked for, especially when there's filling tone to it. And we'll get to the filling tone because that's the nurturing part. But we're going to get back what we put into it because that's the way the law works. We plant that seed, the soil goes, here you go. I like to put it this way. When I give the law something to do, and again, it doesn't question, it just goes, aye, Captain, your wish is my command. And it then creates experiences for me, experiences that prove me right, no matter what I'm thinking. I think it was Henry Ford who said, whether you think you can do something or you think you can't do something, you're right. Right? It's all about the thought. And it's all about that soil. It's all about the law that goes, whatever you give me, I'm going to give it back to you. It doesn't care what it is given. So we want to be careful what we are putting into the soil of our lives. And I have to say this, right, that the soil of our lives is the law. Now, you will hear in this teaching, in the affirmative prayer, that I release my word into the law. I release my word into the law. So that, the law then returns that word unto us fulfilled. It's the same exact thing. I release this seed into the soil. I nurture the soil with good thoughts, and then that soil brings back to me what I have put into it. So far, so good? So, we want to be aware of what we're putting into our soil. We want to be aware of what we're giving the law what to work on. Now, when I talk about nurturing, and that's the feeling tone, it's the feeling tone. I have a story that I like to tell that, you know, which one, Eugene? Don't tell that one. Just tell this one. That feeling tone is so very important. I was called to facilitate a weekend retreat in Jamaica this one year, October of 2019, North Shore. Beautiful. Great time. October, 83 degrees on the beach. Retreat was fantastic. I had a great time. Man, I had a great time. Not only did the participants, learn and grow, but I learned and grow. It was such a beautiful time for me. This October. I fly back in. At that time, I was living in Denver, Colorado. I fly back in October, the end of October, and it's 8 degrees and 10 inches of snow. That was not funny, Terry. I'm going to tell you something. I was pissed. I really was. I'm like, this is stupid. And I'm like, okay, I don't know where I'm going, but by time June comes here, I'm out of here. I was so, and when June came, I was in Gettysburg, PA, right? It just happened to flow like that. I didn't plan it. It just fell like that. And I'm one who ponders. It's like, okay, how did this happen? Oh, man, you had so much energy in that declaration. By June, you're out of here. That by June, I was gone. And again, I didn't plan it. It just fell like that. And the opportunity came. I was talking with a friend of mine on my birthday on June 8th. By June 10th, I was on the plane. Boom, right? So how we nurture the soil, which is the law, is by our feeling tone. We want to be aware when we hear that saying, be careful of what you ask for. And I always ask, why are we saying that? It's because we're going to get what we ask for, right? Well, okay, if that being the case, let's not be careful. Because for me, being careful has a little bit of fear, right? Be careful. Be careful. Well, if I'm going to get back what I put into the law, let me not be careful. Let me be aware. Let me be clear of what I want to experience. And then let me nurture this soil by putting in the energy of love, by putting in the energy of knowing that this is going to happen because I declare it. Because I've dropped this seed, and now I'm nurturing the law, I'm nurturing the soil with a belief and a knowing, not even a belief, but a knowing, a certainty that what I plant, whatever that word is, that thought is, I'm going to get back. Love musicians. Watch this one. When did you get the hit to start playing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. It just had to happen. You had no choice in it, right? Right? And you've been playing drums, right? Right. You have no choice. And not just musicians, but artists and whatever you love doing. You get this urge to do something and you can't help it, right? And so then how do you nurture it? You practice. Or you take the steps, right? And you just know, and you just know, and you just know, and you just know. And the next thing you know, you are experiencing what you've planted into that seed or to that soil. Now, let's flip this around. Ooh, Spirit, I love how you do this. There's an infinite, let me use that. There is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. Amen. What I like to say, that there's a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we want to surrender to allow it to use us. Right? Let me surrender so that it can use me. Use me. Oh, God, I stand. right? So we get to surrender to be used, which means now, check this out, that we now become the soil. That the universal intelligence plants its seed in, so that it can then experience what it wants to experience through us and as us. We become the soil. I love that. Every time I play, every time I speak, I sit and I'm going, use me, play through me, speak through me, sing through me, laugh through me, right? Because I want to be that soil through which spirit, God, universal intelligence, whatever term it works for you, so that it can use us. Be that soil. Now, how do I nurture this soil that I call me? Let me watch what I'm thinking. Let me watch how I look at life, right? This week, it'd been my intention, and I give my clients and the students this assignment every once in a while. For 7 days, no complaining. Try that one on. You don't have to do for 7 days. Just today. Just today, no complaining. Now, that doesn't mean just words that come out of your mouth complaining. I'm talking about what's going on here. Right? Exactly. Have a son who I gave that to, and I'm like, now that doesn't mean, son, that just not, you don't speak a complaint. That means watch your thoughts. He goes, Dad, I can't do that. He was very clear that he wasn't going to succeed in that particular assignment. And he's like, I'm not even going to try, because his thing was complaining. And I'm like, man, look at your life. You are always worried about stuff, right? So when I am complaining, let me come back to me. When I am complaining, then I get to watch how the universal law, going to flip it back around to the other soil, or the soil, and it goes, your wish is my command. So then I get to experience, the law gives me things to experience that prove me right. Whether you think you can do a thing or you can't, you're right. So coming back to us being the soil, we want to watch what we are putting in. We want to nurture ourselves. Now, this is an interesting, challenging time to be doing that. It's a challenging time. I love what's going on around the world, and in the USA in particular. Ooh-wee! We got stuff going on. Now, if you hang around me long enough, you will hear me say that all of the stuff that is going on, those are prayer requests for me. Those are prayer requests. This is going on. Let me take that to prayer. Let me know the truth, because I want to see behind what's going on. I want to see to the source of all of life. You've heard me say this before, that we cannot get caught up by the weapons of mass distraction. We get distracted by what the news is putting out there. Now, I'm not saying that we are to bury our heads in the sand. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, though, is not get caught up in that vortex of negativity that pulls people down. Because when we are pulled down with all of that, how can we see what's above? So, Yeshua Messiah said, if I am lifted up, I will draw all others unto me. So what we are being called to do, my brothers and sisters, is to raise our vibration. And those who are ready to rise up, they're going to rise up. But I don't need to care about them rising up. Let me be aware of where I am. Let me nurture my soil by absolutely affirming the highest and the best at all times, because we are surrounded by all of this stuff that's going on. Jay and I were speaking briefly about fertilizing the future. Ivar put up this the graphic. Fertilizing our future, and to fertilize, well, we know what that is, right? That's bullpucky, right? Or I'm going to say bullshite, right? We all know what I mean, right? But check this out. That BS that we may have gone through or going through, that BS can be fertilizer for our new growth. It depends on how we look at it. and how we choose to look at it. So we have situations, we have, experiences in relationship that may actually really upset us to the point where I'm going to just talk bad about that person. Wait a minute. I get to choose because I have this beautiful gift of choice. Let me choose to see this in a different way. Let me choose to love the situation. Oh, Eugene, but you don't know how you just don't know how terrible that was. You're right. I don't know. I do know this, though. We have the choice to look at it from a different point of view. I have a student in Prac 2 who does some great prayers, and then they go back to, yeah, but I'm in this fear about what's going on. I'm like, okay, you know what? We can't talk about this. I don't want to have this conversation over and over and over again. And that's an example of someone getting snagged by the weapons of mass distraction. So the question is, in nurturing your soil, where are you being distracted? What is distracting you from being your highest and best? Remember that we are created in the spiritual image, the spiritual likeness, in the nature of the divine. Call it whatever you want. Or another way to look at this, that spirit life loved you so much that it turned upon itself, clothed itself, and then named itself you. That you are the intention of the divine made manifest. You were intended to be here. There's something, as Wallace D. Waldo says, there is something from which all things are created. And that's something intended for all of us to be here. For what purpose? For what purpose? To tap into who you truly are so that you may live a life of beauty, so that you may be that source of peace. Check that out, that you may be the source of peace. Was it Gandhi said, be the change you want to see. Okay, great. Be the peace you want to see. Be the love you want to see. Be the joy you want to see. Remember that we are not human doings, we are human beings. I love this one, right? Be the joy you want to see. And when we start being what we want to see, we see, because that's reflected back to us. There's a law of attraction that we've heard before, and there's a law of reflection. And then there's a law of subtraction. You go, Eugene, what is that? Well, we want to subtract everything that doesn't work. We want to let go of all of the stuff that no longer serves us. Then when I start complaining about what's going on in life, that doesn't serve me. Because I am very, very clear that it is my purpose to be a light and a way shower. Joyfully, I assist others in remembering who and what we all are, divine beings of light. And together we get to reveal the kingdom of heaven here on earth. What is heaven? Ever expanding good. So, your assignment, if you choose to accept it, some of you know where that's from. Mission Impossible. Mr. Phelps, your assignment, if you choose to accept it, is number one, watch how you're nurturing your soil. No, that's second. First, is watch the seeds that you are planting into the soil. What thoughts are you consistently having? Second, is watch how you're nurturing that soil. Are we complaining or are we loving? Third, accept what you've planted. And I'll leave you with this. Had a client who said, Eugene, we have been working on this. We have been praying. We have been visioning on this, and it's still not happening. And my question to that person was, are you willing to accept it? There was a pause, and then there was a truthful no. Because what was happening in this particular case, there was a case of, I'm not worthy enough to accept my good. That's also a weapon of distraction. So, accept, speak your word, and accept your good. Speak your word for peace, for joy, for abundance, for divine health, for perfect relationship. Speak your word for any and all of that, and then accept you're good. Accept it. Dr. Ernest Holmes didn't have 5 steps of affirmative prayer. He had 4 that he spoke about. Recognition, recognizing that there's a divine something, call it whatever works for you. Identification, identify with what you recognize. I love the 3rd step. It's declaration. Declare what it is that you want to experience. I love that word. I declare peace in my life. The 4th one is accept it. Accept it. And by all means, from the first to the last, be grateful. Be grateful. As I am grateful for this time, I am grateful for being here. I am grateful for your love. I am grateful for your joy. I'm grateful that you allow me to come and play. 25 minutes is always too short for me. I like to tell people that I come from a long line of preachers. So 20 minutes is just the introduction. But we're at the end of this one. But remember, yes, that was the cue. But remember that nurture the soil of possibilities, because there are infinite possibilities waiting for us. There are infinite possibilities. Quantum physics has already proven this years ago, that there are possibilities of whatever it is that we want to experience. Choose what it is you want to experience. Believe that you can experience that, and then accept it, and then walk in the way of your word. So let's go ahead and anchor this in prayer. Thank you so much. And so I stand in this vibration of gratitude, recognizing first and foremost this infinite intelligence from which all things are created. By its very nature, it permeates and it penetrates and it fills the interspaces of the universe, meaning that there is no space where God is not. It is at the very center of all of life, from the nucleus of the atom to the expansiveness of the galaxies. All there is love. And so as I recognize that love, that peace, that God is everywhere present at all times, I know that at all times God is present right where I am. No matter where I am, it reveals itself in, through, and as the I am that I am. Oh, but wait, there's more. As I know this to be the truth of my life, I know this to be the truth of each individualized expression sitting here at Celebration Center for Spiritual Living on this beautiful day. Right here, right now, God is, we are. Right here, right now, love is, we are. Right here, right now, peace is, we are. And so I speak this word on behalf of each and every one of us. As we stand boldly in the divinity of our being, we open up to allow the universal presence to use us. This is the seed that we plant into the soil. Use me to be that light. Use me to be that voice. Use me to be that love. Use me to be that change. Then as we plant that seed to be used, we also know that we are supported, guided, and directed. So knowing that this word is already complete, I give great thanks. So it is from this space of gratitude that I release this word as law. I know that as law, this word returns unto us divinely, completely, and overflowingly fulfilled, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowingly fulfilled. And so fulfilled, we just simply and lovingly allow it to be, accepting that it is done, and it is done well. And so it is, and so it shall be. Amen. Thank you.
Take all of that energy, right, and put it into a song after that to kind of take it home. And just want to thank you for everything you shared, mostly your vibration, your sincerity, and the importance of loving. You know, and I love the idea of the soil and all of that. And I think this next song that came to me to do with you is "Get Ready, My Soul." So we're diving in deeper. Daniel Nahmad's song. And yeah, so if you know it, there's some words on the back there for some of the words. I'd love to have you join in, because we're ready, right? Everybody's ready to go. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Here I go, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Oh my gosh, what awesome songs today. They are just so wonderful, so beautiful. Thank you so much. I like the crowd engagement too. That is always really great. All right, so if you're here for the first time, we extend a very, very warm welcome and would love to get to know you. So if you feel comfortable introducing yourself and sharing how you found us, please do. But if that's not your thing, that is okay too. We have some cards over there on the table to your left with some guest cards that you can fill out, and that way you can stay in touch and be added to our virtual mailing list so you can stay up to date on all of the fun events that we have. And if you are online, please shout yourselves out in the chat so we can appreciate your virtual presence. And if it's your first time viewing the service, you can scan the QR code and stay in touch even through the World Wide Web. All right. And now it has come time to open our hearts and our minds to the abundance of this community and share our gifts and offerings. We are a tithing community, which means we rely on the tithes and gifts from our congregation so we can then give back out into the world. And that said, we would like for you to know that your presence, as well as the time, love, talent, and treasure that you bring to this community, are also gifts. And we are so grateful for all of your donations. And I would say please see a practitioner or member of the board if you would like to give any non-monetary donations. So whether it be like a musical performance or something like an art piece, we would love to connect with you. But if you'd like to give financial support, there are many ways that you can do so. When you're in the center, you can feel free to drop your donations off again in the table located to your left. And if you're virtual or prefer digital transactions, you can scan this QR code and donate there. Donating through our website is also an option at celebrationcenter.org. And like all of us, and like I always say, our website is beautiful and intuitive, so you'll very easily be able to navigate to the Give button on the homepage. And you are also welcome to mail your gifts in and can find our address at celebrationcenter.org. And so now, I will lead us in our offertory affirmations and blessings. So let's get back into that relaxed state, back to that bed of down that gently and lovingly supports us. And take a deep breath in. Hold. And release. Another deep breath in. Hold. And release. And as I know that God is all that there is, ever was, and will be, I know that money is of no material object. It is neither bad or good. It is just a denotion of energy. And I know that the Celebration Center here in Falls Church is full of energy. It is full of love. It is full of light, joy, and happiness. So I know that the law of circulation works with us and pushes us to higher heights. And as people are donating, we are able to give back into this beautiful world, and it just follows the law of circulation. What goes out comes back in and expands. And I am so grateful for this fact. I am so grateful that we have such a generous and loving community to support us. And I am so grateful to know that all the prayer requests are answered, no matter if they've been thought about before, now, or in the future. They are already done. They are already done in the perfect mind of God. And I am so grateful for this fact. And I release these words back to the source in which they came from, knowing that the Celebration Center is full of love and it is full of energy. And so it is. All right. And now, please join me in welcoming back Nina for another song.
Right. This is a song that I wrote, and talk about being a channel. And it was a time when I was in need of healing, and I took a walk, and it was spring, and it was incredibly healing. And I just felt that God was out there saying, I hope you feel me, because I was feeling a little down and not sure if I was going to come out of what I was going through. And it's like, hey, nature's out there just screaming to you. So I hope you feel my love as God speaking those words, or the source. I hope you feel my love. As I look at you, I hope you feel my love. A slight bit of warmth, a little more sun. Walk in the woods as it hums alive. There's a breeze straight from heaven, a fragrance I've missed just when I needed it. And I hope you feel my love. As I look at you, I hope you feel my love. Robins, cherry trees, and tulips, daffodils, the grasses are greener, and the colors explode. It's soft and it's sweet, a glorious release, just when I needed it. I hope you feel my love. As I look at you, I hope you feel my love. God gave me hope today, just when I needed it. Called on the me inside, called me to come outside and share in the dance, come alive in the love, just when I needed it. And I hope you feel my love. As I look at you, I hope you feel my love and share in the dance, come alive in the love, just when I needed it.
Again, just another beautiful song. I sound like a broken record, but that was lovely. That love was felt. Love was felt. And I just want to say, as we wrap up, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Your presence matters to us so much. And the energy today was just beautiful. And that happened because everyone was here. And so thank you. And I just... Yeah. All right, yeah, healing circle today right after the service. So please, please be in attendance for that. And I just wanted to remind everyone that our practitioners are happy to pray with you after service. You just have to ask, and it is as simple as that, and they'd love to do that for you. And it is an amazing way to feel connected with yourself and others. And so before we wrap up today, let's all say an affirmation together. So if you can and you're willing and able, let's stand up. All right. I am strong.
I am strong.
That's what I'm talking about. I make the right decisions to affirm the greatness of my life.
I make the right decisions to affirm the greatness of my life.
And I radiate love.
And I radiate love.
And so it is.
And